Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber and CISSP Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the ISC² CISSP exam with focused explanations and practical context. In this episode, we're diving into secure hardware architecture and the Trusted Platform Module, or TPM. These components are foundational for establishing trust in devices, enforcing integrity from the ground up, and building systems that can resist both physical and logical attacks. While software vulnerabilities often dominate headlines, hardware-level security breaches can be just as, if not more, damaging, often more difficult to detect and fix. For any organization building a resilient cybersecurity program, it's essential to address hardware as the first line of defense. From secure boot to encrypted key storage, hardware security is where assurance begins. And as a future certified information systems security professional, your understanding of secure hardware design and TPM capabilities will be critical in safeguarding infrastructure, data, and operations. Let's begin with the importance of secure hardware architecture. Hardware security refers to the protection of the physical components of a system, such as CPUs, memory, motherboards, and other physical interfaces. Secure architecture ensures that these components are designed and managed in a way that minimizes vulnerabilities, resists tampering, and maintains integrity throughout their life. Without secure hardware, software security is compromised. Attackers who gain physical access to systems can bypass operating system controls, install rootkits, read data directly from storage, or interfere with system startup. Secure hardware prevents these types of intrusions by providing integrity checks, isolated storage, and tamper event protections. Secure hardware design includes several components. First, secure boot processes ensure that systems start in a trusted state. They verify the integrity of firmware and system software before handing over control to the operating system. If malicious code is detected during startup, the system halts or alerts administrators before further compromise occurs. Second, tamper-resistant components detect or prevent physical interference. These components may shut down or erase data if an attempt to remove a casing, probe circuitry, or bypass encryption is detected. Tamper-evident seals or hardware sensors provide physical indicators of unauthorized access attempts. Third, hardware-based encryption modules ensure that sensitive data is protected, even if storage is physically removed. These modules handle cryptographic operations independently of the CPU, making them harder to exploit with software-based attacks. A secure hardware architecture reduces attack surfaces, supports compliance with industry standards, and enables systems to resist advanced threats, including those that target firmware or bootloaders. Now let's move on to the Trusted Platform Module, or TPM. A TPM is a secure cryptographic processor embedded into modern computing devices. It's designed to enhance hardware security by providing secure key storage, cryptographic operations, and platform integrity verification. TPM is often soldered directly onto the motherboard, providing a physically isolated environment that stores encryption keys, authentication credentials, digital certificates, and platform integrity data. Because it operates independently from the CPU and operating system, it's resistant to malware and operating system-level attacks. The core functionalities of TPM include secure boot, where the system verifies the integrity of the BIOS, bootloader, and operating system kernel. It also includes measured boot, which records the hash values of each component in a secure register, allowing administrators to audit the startup process and confirm the platform's trusted state. TPM also supports full disk encryption, such as Microsoft BitLocker, by securely storing encryption keys. The keys are released only if system integrity checks pass, preventing attackers from accessing encrypted data even if they steal the physical disk. TPM can also be used for digital rights management, device identity, secure password storage, and multi-factor authentication. Its ability to protect cryptographic secrets ensures that even if an attacker gains access to a system, they cannot extract keys without breaching the TPM hardware itself. Let's now explore how organizations can implement TPM effectively. It begins with a clear policy outlining when, where, and how TPM features should be used. This includes defining requirements for secure boot, full disk encryption, and device identity management. Full disk encryption is one of the most common applications. Using TPM in combination with software encryption tools ensures that encryption keys are stored securely and are only accessible when the system passes integrity checks. This is especially valuable for mobile devices, laptops, and remote endpoints that may be lost or stolen. Secure Boot leverages TPM to verify that the bootloader and operating system have not been tampered with. This prevents rootkits and other forms of persistent malware from establishing a foothold in early startup phases. Regular audits and validation checks are necessary to confirm that TPM is enabled, configured correctly, and functioning as intended. Many organizations perform periodic integrity measurements and check TPM logs to verify that devices remain in a trusted state. Training is essential. Administrators must understand how TPM works, how to manage TPM keys, and how to recover from issues such as a corrupted bootloader or lost encryption key. User awareness training can also help prevent accidental lockouts or improper shutdowns that interfere with TPM operations. For more cybersecurity content and books, please visit cyberauthorme.com. You'll find bestseller books, training tools, and resources tailored specifically for cybersecurity professionals. You can also explore additional content and certification prep at baremetalcyber.com. Let's shift now to additional security controls that support secure hardware protection beyond TPM. First, physical security controls are vital. Devices containing sensitive data or critical systems must be stored in physically secure locations, data centers, server rooms, or access-controlled office areas. Doors should be locked, entry should be logged, and access should be restricted to authorized personnel only. Tamper-evident and tamper-resistant protections should be applied to devices. These may include sealed chassis, embedded detection circuits, and hardware sensors that log access or disable the device when triggered. These features prevent undetected physical modification or hardware implants. Firmware security is another key aspect. Firmware must be regularly updated to fix vulnerabilities and maintain compatibility with security policies. Secure firmware updates should be signed and verified during installation. Organizations must also ensure that firmware updates are only applied from trusted sources and through secure channels. Hardware-level encryption improves protection. This includes self-encrypting drives, hardware-based key storage, and secure enclaves within CPUs. These mechanisms isolate sensitive data from software-based attacks, reduce exposure, and provide compliance with encryption standards like FIPS or common criteria. Lifecycle management is also important. Devices should be tracked from acquisition to decommissioning. When systems are retired, secure disposal procedures, such as wiping or destroying storage media, must be enforced to ensure no data is recoverable. Now let's focus on continuous improvement. Hardware security is not a one-time task. It requires ongoing maintenance, adaptation, and learning. Start by regularly reviewing hardware security policies and architecture guidelines. These should reflect new technologies such as zero trust, confidential computing, and post-quantum cryptography, as well as lessons learned from security incidents. Conduct periodic assessments to ensure systems remain compliant with policy. This includes checking that encryption is in use, that TPM is active, and that physical protections are still adequate. If weaknesses are found, address them promptly. Post-incident analysis offers valuable feedback. If a breach involves a lost laptop or unauthorized access to a server, review how hardware security contributed to the compromise, or how it might have prevented further damage. Use this knowledge to refine controls and update training. Cross-functional collaboration is essential. Security teams must work closely with IT, facilities management, procurement, and legal to implement effective hardware security strategies. Procurement should select hardware that supports advanced security features. Facilities should ensure physical protections are in place. Legal should understand where compliance risks arise. Together, these teams ensure a comprehensive and cohesive approach. Training supports effectiveness. Staff should be trained to recognize tamper signs, follow secure hardware handling procedures, and understand the risks of poor hardware hygiene. Regular training updates and simulation exercises help reinforce policy and preparedness. Finally, be proactive. Look for ways to integrate new capabilities like hardware attestation, secure enclave-based computation, or machine learning-based hardware anomaly detection. These emerging technologies expand your ability to protect hardware environments and defend against evolving threats. Thank you for joining the CISSP Prepcast by Bare Metal Cyber. Visit baremetalcyber.com for additional episodes, comprehensive CISSP study materials, and tailored certification support. Deepen your understanding of secure hardware architecture and trusted platform module, and will consistently support your journey towards CISSP certification success.